changes. We might not get them, but we can suggest them, either change or implement, like, can we get a nap into there? Yeah, set a nap as a rule at work like Google are doing. I wish every company would do that too, but it will come. Which in Cambodia, the employee have no voice. You can't say it, right? The rules already in black and white, you can't change it. Unless you up there in the management or like the owner of the company or the royal family, you have no say. And democratic versus the high-ranking company decision maker, like I just said, right? In the US, you work hard, you get rewarded, you can get promoted. Sooner or later, you get up to that position where you can start making changes or, get input so you can make changes. In Cambodia, unless you were born with it, most likely you will not get there. Next slide, please.
So this is related as well that the weak hierarchy, all right, or like a strong hierarchy, more like a flat, as we can see there. Very good. I really like those that picture that we can see is like a much more horizontal, right, type of company organization versus the typical. We are always talking about typical, about tendencies. Okay, pretty sure that we might have a much more westernized company in Cambodia, but the rule, in general terms, it's like that. The hierarchy.
It's still run that way. Even
Totally.
It's a foreign company.
Yes.
Because I've been to Cambodia many times.
Really?
And you can see that even though it's a foreign company or even a foreign investor,
Yes.
the company structure is still setting up just like that.
Super.
Because you figure, yeah, you be
Vertical.
from, let's say, the U.S. go into Cambodia,
Yeah.
you would expect the company to set up like this, but it's not. The top guy will be the U.S. guy. Maybe the middle management will be half and half,
Yeah.
but everything else will be like that.
Okay.
Yeah? Like these guys might be able to talk to each other, but this guy and this guy will never talk, just like that one. But here, we can talk to everybody. We have the access to everybody.
Yes. Okay. Next slide. Thank you
Yes,
so
please.
much.
And this one, this is the best diagram I can find that relate to Cambodia.
Nice.
Because there's a lot of diagram out there, but not all of them. That like if I would have done for like a two power country, like
Yes.
U.S. and England, there'll be thousands of diagrams you can put because they're similar.
Uh-huh.
This is like two different part of the world, so it's kind of like, yeah, this is the closest thing I can get to it. It's a four type of management style, which is a stabilizer, producer, unifier, and innovator, right? And it breaks down into four sections: short view and long view, structured approach and unstructured approach. And the Cambodia management is unifier and stabilizer, right? Unifier, stabilizer, which is on that side, slow pace, versus the American fast pace. And you can see, right, the American, we hard worker, well, yeah, because we get rewarded for it. Because everybody here, if you work overtime, you get paid for it. You go above and beyond, you get award for it. But in Cambodia, you don't. If your company said, because most company over there will work 10 hours a day, minimums, right, 6 days a week. That's at the minimums. And you get paid the same as we get paid for 1 hour. If they work 12 hours, they don't get paid extra, so they have to work over. If they have to come on the weekend, they might get some kind of incentive, but not like us where we come in on our day off, we get double time and time and a half. It's just not, yeah, that's just how it works. Innovator, vice, unifier. Just like it said, right? Rapid builder and creative. Well, we have much more creative input. Like let's just say okay, this is your job today, but they didn't say like, you know, you have to do it like this. Yeah?
Yeah.
We have, they might give you like, okay, this is what we suggest you do in America, right? We just, sometimes we can come with a better way, a faster way, more sufficient way to do it, and we allow to do it. But the Cambodian, you can't. If the black and white say go step 1, 2, 3, we will do step 1, 2, 3 in Cambodia. Next slide, please.
Very good. This is as well related to the uncertainty aspect, okay? And following more the traditions. It's not just, oh, it can be another way, but this is traditionally has been like that. And a country like Cambodia tends to have like high index of uncertainty avoidance. They avoid what they don't know, what is like new or can be like problematic. So they tend to have not only the we focus, but avoid conflict and
Right,
get
let's
more
go
into
back
traditions.
into that couple slides ago.
Correct,
where-
but it is related. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Very good. Mm,
And I mean now, I just been to Cambodia a couple months ago, right? When I
Yes.
went back to Thailand. I mean, the new generation is starting to step away from it. They're
Nice.
trying to, but the
Uh-huh.
new generation is too young to where they're not there where in the management. Because all the management up top still 50, 60, 70 years old people, where they still have that mentality
Yeah.
of the old system. But I can see maybe in the next 10 years, it'll slowly move toward this way.
uh-huh. Okay. Thank you. Next
slide,
one.
please.
This one. Communication style.
Right. Am I jumping over myself?
I might when I
Well, difference between communication style. This is like the best picture I think I can come up with between the two countries, right? One way, two way, or three way, and most of us know all three of those because we've been in the military. That when you start out, it's all one way conversation. When you make rank a little bit, now you become two ways, and when you get up to that high and mighty, then you get three way conversation, but it turned into a one way conversation. That's just how it works. It's the same thing as Cambodia and United States, right? Cambodia only have one-way conversation, which is top down, and that's end of story, right? I mean, I don't know how else I can explain it. It's just top down, finish. The U.S. depend on how successful the company is, how relaxed the company is, or how established, I guess, the company is. You can run two-way or three-way, which is you have communication between upper management to the middle management, between those two, and then come down, vice versa, right? Go back and forth. Or you can have the three-way, which is everybody talk to everybody, and it's acceptable to input changes, to suggestions, to anything about the company to further improve or benefit the company, right? Those are the difference between the two countries. That's the best thing I can come up with.
very good. It's very easy to see. I'm a visual person, visual learner, so I can see that. I have a question related to this. Like, what do you think is like could be a good way of a three-way communication? What is the media? How do you communicate? Verbally, by written form, media? This is
Well, the three-way communication, it depends, right? It can be through the media, or it can be like simply have a meeting, like the company luncheon, picnic day, where everybody see everybody,
Yeah.
so we have the chance to communicate,
as well.
right? And now, the technologies, right? The advancing technology, emails can reach anybody.
And you can CC everybody, and you can
Everybody.
BC
Right.
everybody as well.
Well,
So
depend on your company policy.
Well, depend, of course, but basically it's like you have the possibility of doing that.
Right.
So if it's a message that is for everybody, okay, you will CC everybody. If it's a message, right?
Right.
So that's
Because then, you don't want to, even though we have a three-way communication, you don't want to like jump over somebody. Yeah, you want to go through your proper channel to get to where you want to go.
correct, but you might CC somebody.
Right.
So I'm addressing
Give-
that to my immediate
Even a
supervisor.
personal courtesy is, look, I'm not
Very.
jumping over you, but this is my suggestion, and
Correct.
this is what I'm presenting to you as well as presenting.
Wonderful. And as well, in a written form. This is something
Right.
very, very important. I remember when I was working in Germany, when at a German company, I had to always CC the supervisor of my supervisor. Okay, so I had to CC, and then everything that we were saying was going to be in a written form. That didn't matter if that person was next to me,
Right.
because
there's
you
no
can.
question of if anything misconduct happened. Because
Correct.
everything is in the open, black and white, and you can explain black and white. That's the
And I believe that the tendency, I'm always talking of American companies, is that. Okay, next slide.
next slide, please. And this is just the breakdown of the potential management conflicts. I mean, not potential. We can see that it is happening between the two countries, right? Which is power distance. Let's just say the low and the high, which we explained a couple of slides ago between the management and employee. Same thing, right? Low contact versus high contact. The Cambodian have, what's that? Employee versus the high, right? Versus the U.S. I mean, you can see the tone, vocabulary, everything is different, right? The low context versus high context, history versus posture. Of course, the feminine and masculinity. I mean, I explained that already. I just want to put that visual here so
Very
it's
nice.
easier to see the different, just like that one, right? The U.S., we work in a part of a team, and Cambodian, you just individual.
Yeah, and talking about that, the tone, I really like this, okay, because this is as well very important, the way you are communicating. It's not only who you are able to access, to talk to, but the way that you are talking. I don't know Cambodian, but I know that in many Asian languages you have like the formal
Right.
and
You do.
informal.
Because the Cambodian language and Thai language is similar.
Yes,
Because we came from the same language, Cambodian, Lao, Thai. We all the same language, but just break into different dialect. And the language is the same, which is if I speak into my friend, I cannot be speaking like this to anybody that's older than me.
okay.
Yeah, they have different set of vocabulary, right?
Yeah.
Even we're not related if they're older than me. I cannot be talking like how we're talking now.
Yeah.
I have to use different word. Same thing if I talk to an elderly in my family, I cannot talk. It's another set of rules that I have to follow.
Yeah.
Same thing at work. It's the same thing where you have to keep everything formal. Yeah, if you talk up or down, like older or younger or position higher or lower, you cannot be talking at the same, like you in the same level. Just, that's not how it works. And the word, I mean, try to say one thing to three different people
Yeah.
at a different level, you have to come up with three completely different sentences. That's how hard it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But this is something that is important and might as well interfere between the three-way communication. If the language itself, the way you address to one person or the other changes so much,
'Cause
it's
you
gonna
can
make
tell,
it difficult
You can
to
tell
have.
how important the person in a company
Yes.
by the way they're having conversation with the person next to them. Yeah, because you can tell the kind of word that they were using back and forth. You can tell which one is higher, which one is lower, in the status.
Yeah.
That's how sad it is. I mean that.
Wow.
for
Very
them-
classist, right?
Yeah.
Very classist.
No, even like 'cause they still have monarchy, because they still have prince and princesses and king, even that. Even though they're not like high regard, like back in the day where they sit up there, they can chop your head off at any time.
Yeah.
Now, even that, we cannot just go up there and talk to them like a person. We can't. They have to invite us in to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And next slide. And this is just some suggestion on how we can, like, if we ever merge, or if we will go to Cambodia and start a business. This might be some of the things that will help us overcome those speed bumps, I said, right? So research about the culture, like we just did, right? We talked about the differences between the two. If we're gonna do business, we might want to go in depth, like, if we want to be 100% American, or we want to do 50-50, or we want to do just management American, like, just different thing that we have to do to incorporate that into the company. And then provide training program for all employees, management, with rule and regulation, right? Because we can't just go in, oh, I'm American, we're gonna do it American way. This is not how it works. Right? We have to incorporate the two to make it, one powerful unit. Cross-culture training, I think that's a big thing, because like US, we wear shoes in the house. Cambodian, just like Japanese, Korean, Thai, we don't wear shoes in the house.
And signs as well.
We
Certain.
don't shake a hand of people above us unless they extend their hand first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't. Like especially if their status is higher than us, we cannot even walk up to them and look them straight in the eyes. Just can't. Yeah, it is not how it works.
So this is super important to know, to avoid
Just
this
like
misunderstanding.
in the Middle East, it's almost the same thing. Between man and woman, you cannot just walk up to a woman and stare in the eyes, or you can go up there, like, put your hand out, trying to shake the hand. They won't. They'll step back. They won't even. Yeah. If they reach their hand out to you first, then yes, you can shake their hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be invited, not.
Yeah. And then the last but not least is respect other culture, beliefs, religion, personal and professional value. And that will come when you get all the trainings and researches and everything else that we need to do to make this company or this business venture a successful one.
Very
Thank you.
good. Thank
And
you.
the next one is just a reference.
Wonderful.